Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SPL Network. I'm Darth, going to be your host here tonight as we take a look at these three matchups as we go into day number 2 of the Emergency League play here in week number 1 of Slapshot Rebound's 4th season here in North America. We got good ones up there on the board. Opening up for us tonight at 8:25, we have the Ocean City Typhoons taking on the Minneapolis Marauders. And then after that, we have a 9 o'clock matchup in the Pro Division. The Brooklyn Bandits taking on the Ontario Outliers to start the first of 2 games for the Ontario Outliers. And then Ontario, of course, taking on Orlando later on tonight at 9:30. All 3 of these games are going to be fun to watch, going to be good, going to be grand, and I'm hoping for the best as we tread through the night ever so carefully. Ocean City Tsunamis, the B team for the Ocean City Typhoons, having a pretty good first week. We look forward to seeing how their future in the series goes. But for now, the challenger awaits us. The Typhoons having a new roster up there on the board. That's not it. Why is that not it? It's kind of whack. I set one but not the other. Let's take a look at the standings as I try to fix that before we get too far into it. Of course, Ocean City's Typhoons right now playing 2 of their games, going 1-1 on the season, has 2 standing points. They're tied for 3rd place against their rivals tonight, the Minneapolis Marauders, and try to stand their ground here for us sooner rather than later as we look to get this one set, ready to rock and roll here shortly. 5 minutes early. Was not expecting that. It's a good thing I got here early, or else we might have had a bit of an issue. But across the board, a lot of new faces. The Midwest Monarchs having a pretty good start of the season. They have 2 standing points on their games played. They're 1-2 on the season. They pumped themselves up coming into the season. We had 9 challenger teams solidified, and then the final spot was marked with a best of 3 between the Midwest Monarchs and the Hamilton Boneyard Boys. Midwest, of course, already having their first victory of the season in stylish fashion. They have 21 goals for, 25 goals against, but of course the Ocean City Typhoons out there scoring their own goals. They're a positive 6 on the plus-minus. The Marauders only having 1 game played so far in this first week, and we're looking forward to what postponements may lie at the end of these next few hours. It's Tuesday. It's the end of it, and we'll just have to play it by ear and see what happens. Going back to the roster screen, these are the rosters from both sides of the ice. Cameron Cherries, Roberti, and of course Shalissa over there for the Minneapolis Marauders. And then for the Ocean City Typhoons, we got Crooks, Skiztastic, Seaman, and Maneat. Of course, a lot of those names you know because you hang out in lobby chat. Skiztastic is no stranger to fame whenever it comes to any controversy, as I'm sure we're going to see some of that in chat. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Of course, Skiztastic has a few points to his name that we'll get further into detail. Of course, Skiztastic last season played for the Maryland Ice Orcas up in the professional division. Manny, if you don't know him, he played down and open for the Gallatin Goblins. Gallatin having to do without one of their best goal scorers down there for this season. Of course, Crooks, one and only, playing for the Typhoons day in, day out. What was the Tokyo Ghouls B team has now become one of the more proficient organizations in SPL, and we're going to see their full set of display whenever it comes to their skill set as we continue on. Of course, Seaman, of course, coming over from the Twin City Toxin in the beginning weeks. I think it was the first day. It was a trade with Seaman, and I think it was Skiztastic that came over during that trade deal as well. Starting off the rosters strong. Of course, the Twin City Toxin was commanded by Reno back in the day. By back in the day, I mean back like 5 days ago. Back on October 15th, the trade was struck between the Ocean City Typhoons and the Twin City Toxin. The Toxin will be would end up giving the Typhoons Skiztastic and Seaman. In return, the Twin City Toxin would be receiving Q and Zay. Zay, the current captain of the Twin City Toxin, as Chief Reno has made himself at home up in the Pro Division. We'll see how these 2 rosters battle it out. A lot of notorious names up there on the board, and I think we're going to be in for a treat tonight. Looking at the more in-depth standings so far this season, for the Ocean City Typhoons, our home team, they're going to be on the right side of your screen in their blue jerseys. Kirk's having 6 goals on his 2 games played. Skiztastic matching that with 1 extra point to his name, having a total sum of 12. Of course, the shot percentage of Seaman is what I'm going to focus on here. 5 goals on his 11 shots, shooting 45.5% of those shots, finding its way into the back of the twine. And he's going to be my player to watch for the Ocean City Typhoons. For the Minneapolis Marauders, Cherries coming out of the floodgates with a hat trick of his own in his 1 and only game played. course, if you're not familiar with that, they played up against the one, the only Midwest Monarchs. That game ended in a 5-3 victory for the Minneapolis Marauders, and they're looking to build upon that win with another one of their own. Of course, the Ocean City Typhoons previously playing the Delmarva Dandy Skaters and the Twin City Toxin. Ocean City coming on top for the first game of the season against Twin City Toxin, 4-13. Ocean City came out with all guns blazing, nothing to hide, and they played all their cards well. But the next game, back on the 24th, casted by Cape, back at 8:30 on that day. If you want to go back and watch it on Cape's channel, the Ocean City Typhoons took on the Delmarva Dandy Skaters. Were not as fortunate as they were against the Toxin. They lost that game 4-7, and that's where their one loss came from. But we'll just have to keep our eyes on the ice and see how these legacies play out. The winner goes on to be tied with the Delmarva Dandy Skaters coming out of week number 1. Delmarva right now in second place with 4 points in the standings. Minneapolis, Ocean City, New Jersey, and the Midwest Monarchs all tied for that third place spot. A 4-way tie with 2 standing points. They all have 1 win to their name, and we'll see how this one plays out. Obviously, overtime points could come in clutch for both of these teams early on in the season. Every point counts, and every game is fought for tooth and nail. Taking one more look at the standings while we get ready up. Everybody's still warming up. Pittsburgh Vipers coming out with a huge 4-game win. They played one of their matches early back on Monday, and so that's why they have 4 games played. But we'll assess that later on amongst the staff, whether or not we can tally those specifically for the Stars of the Week or not. But 8 points on the season so far. The Pittsburgh Vipers playing 4 games on their tally sheet. They haven't lost a single one yet, and they're looking to keep that one rolling coming into week number 2 of this 4th season. Delmarva Dandy Skaters in second place with 4 points on their name, coming out with 2 big wins, and unfortunately having 1 loss to the record. The 1 loss, if you didn't pay attention throughout the last week, that 1 loss did come to the hands of the Midwest Monarchs. Believe it or not, Midwest found a way to get it 9-5 against the Delmarva Dandy Skaters. That one, of course, was casted back on Cape's channel back on the 21st. That one started at 8 o'clock in the afternoon. But time will only tell which one of these teams will be stronger, and it'll be interesting. I'm revving my engine. I'm ready to go. I was told to get here 5 minutes early, and I was here. Nobody else is. It'll happen at some point tonight. I have no idea what game time we're looking for, but it will happen some point in time. But we got 3 matches on the ballot here tonight, starting at some point. The Ocean City Typhoons taking on the Minneapolis Monarchs, the Minneapolis Marauders. Why are there so many M names in Challenger? This is why I don't cast Challenger too frequently. I just can't get my tongue untied. But later on at 9 o'clock, we got the Brooklyn Bandits, the Ontario Outliers. Looking to get 2 of their 3 matches out of the way here tonight, and then their last one will be played tomorrow. I think it's 9 o'clock that start time, but we'll just have to wait and see. If you haven't read through it yet, both Blades and Agent P are doing articles every week. Blades is trying to keep it to Tuesdays, getting the Fierce 4 out on the board for Pro and Challenger, and then for the IM and the Open Divisions, Agent P is going to be covering that. So go check it out. They have good articles. I've read through them thoroughly, and I enjoyed them. But all 6 parties are in the lobby. Whether or not they're ready to rock and roll is yet to be determined. But whenever they are, we'll get them going strong. Alrighty, all 6 parties ready to rock, ready to roll. We're taking it down to the ice for 15 minutes of slap shot to be underway between the Minneapolis Monarchs, Marauders, and the Ocean City Typhoons. At some point, I'll get that right. It's probably not going to be tonight, though. But here we are. The puck is dropped. The game is on, and both teams rocking and rolling. Shalissa down the near side, trying to get this one out for the Marauders. Off the forehand, popping this one back over to Cherries. Cherries with a lob down the near side, goes off and skids tastic. Shalissa here off the board, feeling and shooting. Nice save by Krutz, and off the hip of Cameron. And that one goes off to the near side. Pass top side. Skiz able to find Crooks, knocked loose over to Shalissa off the back end, skips this one down into the Ocean City zone. Skiz down the near side, able to find his way to Seaman. Seaman here with a nice pop, shove it into the top corner off the back end. Here's Crooks trying to pull this one out to the point. Seaman looking for that shot, not able to get it through. Cameron goes off Cherries back into the neutral zone. Here's Skiz Tastic down the near side, pops it off the board, goes off Cherries, off Cameron. Cameron back for the Marauders, able to find his way over to Shalissa. Throws that one off the back end, hits Crooks along the way. Crooks will throw that one right back down where it came from, and we got a ball game. Shalissa getting a touch on this one. Sent down the near side. Krooks looking for Skiztastic. Little Spinorama. Not able to find a whole lot of room from that one. Goes off Cherries. Shalissa here controlling this one in front of their own net. Goes off Skiztastic top side. Here's Cherries getting a forehand on that one. Skiztastic holding that one along the board. Shovels it back over to Krooks. Krooks here takes charge back in his own corner. Throws this one down the length. Goes off Shalissa. Goes off Skiztastic. Keeping this one going north for the Typhoons. Here's Skiztastic down low. Cameron trying to fight for his life. Down in his own defensive corner. Seaman here pulling this one away from the boards. Goes off Cherries. Cherries off Seaman. Shot. Nice save by Shalissa. Blocked out high in the slot. And Seaman, another shot goes off the side of the cage and wide off the near side. Seaman off the forehand, backhand, nice shot, but Shalissa there with a beautiful block out at the blue line. Shalissa backhand, forehand, shooting, scoring, and that's the first goal of the game, coming courtesy of the Marauders. What a beautiful shot off the forehand, sends it top left corner, and a beautiful snipe gets that lead to a resounding 1. Seaman looking to retaliate, down the near side, goes off Skiztastic, down in the corner. Picking this one out for a right off the top side, goes off Krooks. Krooks here off the back and stolen away by Cherries. Cherries just has to hold W and lets that one slide right in. And for the second time tonight, the Marauders have themselves a goal. Beautiful shot, beautiful read, and a beautiful takeaway. With 3:20 remaining in the first period of action, we've got a double. Skiz down the near side, fakes out Cameron, banks it off the board. Seaman with a shot through the crease and out the other end. Top side corner, the battle continues. Krooks here looking for that pass over to Skiz. Skiz with a shot, nice save by Shalissa, keeping this one out of the netting. Down the near side. Here's Seaman pulling this one off the back end. Throwing this one back into the defensive end. Here's Krooks here holding his time. Top side throws a pass. Skiztastic. Cherries here with a pickoff in the neutral zone. Seaman here retrieving this one back over to Skiz. Skiz off the forehand. Looks for a little bit of leeway. Off the hip from the back end. Not quite able to take it cleanly. Cherries pulling this one away towards the top side of the ice. Seaman there pinches that one off. Goes off Shalissa. Back in the defensive end for the Marauders. Top side hits the Typhoon along the way. Seaman here throws this one down to the near side. Skiztastic with control. Looking for the shot off the hip but not able to pull the trigger. Here's Cameron. Off Skiz. Down the near side. Cherries off Seaman. Seaman drives on for the Typhoons. Off the forehand. Able to find its way over to Skiztastic. Skiz keeps the cycle going back into his own defensive end. Looking to hold possession with 2 minutes, 27 seconds remaining here in this first period of action. Skiz off the back end. Cherries pulls that one away down to the near side. The puck is knocked loose. Krooks the first man to that one. The captain of the Typhoon sends this one over to Seaman. Pops this one out to the neutral zone. Here's Cherries after this one for Minneapolis. Skiz steals it away. Looks for that backhand wraparound. Not able to take it cleanly. Sends this one topside off the forehand. Krooks here with a battle against Shalissa for that puck. Seaman off the back end. Cameron throws this one loose down to the near side boards. Here's Krooks for the Ocean City Typhoons here looking for the forehand pass. Nice shot goes off of Cherries into the hands of Shalissa. Out in front. Nice shot, but not able to send that one backing. Seaman had a golden platter, and he just didn't know what to do with it. Seaman along the top side board, stopped up by Cherries. Sends this one back into the purple territory. 1:46 remaining here in the first period of action, and a few chances have gone by the wayside. Cameron, top side boards, battle up against Seaman. Cameron, top side. Off the forehand, leaks it off the boards, goes off Seaman, hits off the hip. Shalissa's caught in his own net. Skiztastic tries to battle for that puck underneath enemy territory. Sends this one topside point here. Seaman off the back end over to Krooks. Down the near side, off the boards. The bank comes out, goes off Cameron, goes off Skiztastic. Skiz, Cameron, both battle for that one in the neutral zone. Cameron comes out on top, goes off Seaman, down to the near side boards. Cameron looks to hold W, throws it back over to Cherries. Cherries here along the near side boards, finds Cameron shooting. Nice save by Krooks, keeps that one off the near side and unrewarded. Cameron, pass over to Cherries, not able to pull the trigger on that one as it goes off to the near side boards. Shalissa looking to return it down to the sender. Krooks, Skiz, shooting off the far side corner. Now one passes go without collecting $200. Shalissa, Cherries, goes off Seaman, back over to Krooks. 1 minute remaining here in this first period of action. Krooks down the center avenue, finds Seaman off the forehand, throws it even farther north for the Ocean City Typhoons. Here's Cherries off the back end. Cameron pinched off by Skiz. Skiz here off the hip to the forehand, trying to find a little bit of passing lane. Cameron driving, looking for the forehand, back out to the point. Shalissa here controlling it off the forehand back end, throws it off the neutral zone. Skiz with a shot, scores! Sticks it right where you put the stamp, and it's 1-2. And the Typhoons are not going anywhere. Seaman to Krooks. Off the hip of Cherries. Krooks finds possession yet again. Shooting, scoring off the far side yet again. And we're tied before we go into this first intermission. The Ocean City Typhoons able to get it done. Beautifully played shot. Shalissa thought it was going right and in fact went left. And that's where the money makes its mark. Shalissa looking towards the near side. 26 seconds remaining here in this first period of action. Skiztastic off the forehand, looking for the shot. Nice shot, but a big save by Shalissa keeps that one out of the netting. Skiz with a shot, scores! And that's another goal for the Ocean City Typhoons. Wow. How the turntables. It's crazy. Just opportunities not getting passed up anymore. Ocean City getting on the ball and getting on it hard. Skiz off the back end, wins his face off away, looking for the forehand shot, goes past Cherries into the topside corner. Cherries, Skiz battle for each other, goes off the stick of Cherries and down into the Ocean City zone. It's Crooks, topside boards, looking for this control back into his own defensive end, maybe just going to rag it out for the final 3 seconds as they get this last chance, goes off Cherries, and that's going to do it for this first period of action. It's a close one, and it's 2-3. Minneapolis coming out with all guns blazing, all their cards showing, but not a whole lot to show for it. Everything's pretty even. If you look at the numbers, 3 shots to 6, the only really outstanding difference on the board right now. And can't ask for a closer game. All 6 parties ready to rock, ready to roll. We're taking it down to the ice to get the second period underway between the Minneapolis Marauders and the Ocean City Typhoons. As the puck is dropped, the next segment of 5 minutes is underway here in the middle chapter tonight. And an immediate goal, Shalissa able to pop it right off the boards and into the back of the twine into the Typhoon zone. Shalissa with nothing but daytime to burn, and Crooks thought it was on the ice, looked for the little flick of the wrist, but nothing was there to have it, and it's 3-3. Crooks able to knock it loose back behind his own cage, looking down towards the near side of the ice, whips this one topside. Seaman here off the back end, looking for an empty net to find. Shalissa out the other way, able to pull this one away from Minneapolis. Seaman shooting this one down, almost able to hit it on netting, but that one goes off the far side by the smallest of margins. Skiz, Crooks out the red line, shooting, nice save by Cherries between the face-off dots, able to direct that one wide. Cameron in trouble against Skiz along the topside boards. Crooks picking up where Skiztastic left off along the top side at the red line. Cherries, Cameron together, looking to push this one with the W key. Cameron steals it, shot not able to find his way to the netting. It's Crooks over to Seaman, down the near side off the forehand, goes past Skiztastic and out the full 200. 50 seconds have elapsed here in the second period of action. 1 goal has been had in favor of Minneapolis. Skiz tries to pinch that one through, goes off of Cameron. Cameron here off the forehand, throws it out to the neutral zone. Seaman meeting him where it lies, finds his way back to his captain. Crooks, Seaman shooting off the near side and wide. Shalissa here controlling this one off the forehand. Skiztastic not making life easy for Shalissa. Seaman off the forehand over to Crooks. Crooks off the back end, looks to whip that one against the grain, goes off Cameron. Crooks panicking a little bit, but indeed finds his way down the ice. Shalissa here to control this one from Minneapolis into the topside defensive corner. Looks to take this one out the far side boards, goes off Cherries. Cherries throws this one on target, and it's going to find its way off the post. Holy cow, you can't cut it much closer than that. Seaman, Cameron goes off Skiz, back over to Cherries. Cherries with a shot blocked by Crooks, goes over to Cameron into the corner. The battle continues between him and Seaman. Cameron off the near side, banks it off the glass, goes off Cherries. Skiztastic keeping this one in the backhanded pocket. Cherries trying to fight for his rights in the neutral zone. Seaman takes this one away, goes off Shalissa, off of Crooks. Cameron here in hot pursuit of this one from Minneapolis, but Crooks, beautiful stick check, able to get that possession back for the time being. Crooks looking towards the top side as he leaks this one out. Forehand pass over to Skiz. Skiz off the tip of the stick, not able to cradle that one like a baby. Shalissa, Cameron shot towards the netting, not on target. Cameron finds his way. Seaman shot off to the near side, and that one goes off the near side and wide. Good shot by Skiz. Comes out from Seaman back to the neutral zone. Skiztastic forehand over to Crooks. Crooks with a nice stick check against Shalissa, takes this one off the backhand, keeps this one down in the corner. Skiz off the backhand, looking for the drive, shooting, nice save by Shalissa, goes off Cameron. Seaman goes off Skiztastic. Seaman off the backhand, throws this one back over. Pop goes off Seaman, shooting, not able to hit the netting. Skiztastic with a beautiful attempt, goes off the near side by about a foot. Cameron here in hot pursuit of this one for the Minneapolis Marauders, goes off the back and back to the point. Shalissa throws this one back down into the fray. Seaman, the first man to this one, takes it off the glass. Cherries, Crooks goes off Cameron. Cameron forehand pass out into nobody, as Shalissa will have to retrieve this one back on the defensive end. Swings this one topside. Here's Cherries. Cherries off the forehand, back in, looking to quarterback the play towards the top side of the ice, off the glass, throws this one towards Cameron. Cameron has to come back for that one. He tries to battle that one going north. Crooks, Skiz off the back end, looking for Crooks along the top side glass, back in, not able to take it to the forehand on that transaction. Seaman keeps this one down low. Shalissa pops this one over to Skiztastic. Forehand pass back over to Seaman, not able to make contact. Throwing this one back out to the point. Skiz with a shot over the netting, rings it off the crossbar. A beautiful save by Shalissa, keeps that one wide of the netting. Cameron off the forehand, the back end. Seaman forcing that puck to be sent off the far side glass. Cherry's not quite able to hit that angle. Skiz off the glass, hits Shalissa to return that one back to the sender. Skiz off the forehead of Shalissa into the corner. The battle continues between him and Seaman. Seaman throwing this one back over to Skiz. Skiz at the red line, top side point over to Crooks. Crooks with a shot deflected wide by Cherries. Cameron, a little spin to win game. Shot, scores! What a long distance shot with a solid connection, and the Minneapolis Marauders find themselves on the board for the 4th time tonight. Wow. With 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining here in the second period of action. Minneapolis coming out on top, 4-3. Skiztastic down the near side, goes off C-Man. Looking for the shot off the far side and wide. Crooks pulling this one off the forehand. Off the backhand, out in front. Shalissa getting a touch on this one. C-Man driving on, goes off Crooks, shooting off the far side and wide. C-Man off the backhand, stopped up by Shalissa. 1 minute remaining in the second period of action. Crooks goes off Cameron. Skiz with a shot, saved by Cherries. Cherries along the near side glass, throws this one out, hits Shalissa off the forehead, but not able to take that one off the curve of the stick. Here's Crooks back on his own defensive end, throws it over to C-Man, not quite able to get that one past Cherries. C, not quite able to get past Cherries yet again. Cherries back on his own defensive end, plays with fire, throws this one out to Shalissa along the top side boards. Shalissa off the backhand, back out to the point. Cameron tries to drive his way through C-Man, not quite able to do so. Cameron off C-Man. C down the near side, throws this one into the palm of Cherries. Cherries down the near side, goes off C-Man. C looking for the shot, not quite able to find his way through Shalissa. Shalissa throwing this one down the length, goes off Crooks. Crooks with the takeaway, looking for a generation, but not quite able to get the offensive side going. Sent down the near side. Skiz all alone, shot off the bar. And what a save by Shalissa, keeping that one out of the crease. Crooks, top side, looking for this wraparound, off the back and forehand. The good save by Shalissa keeps that one by the wayside. 3 seconds remain, the battle continues, and that's going to do it for the second period of action. 4-3 is the score. And the Marauders on top this time around. The difference is still 1. And it is a close one. But all 6 parties are ready to rock, ready to roll. We're taking it back down to the ice. So we get this third and final period of play underway. The shots are 5-11. And we'll look to see how much of a gap that grows. As Ocean City is do or die right now. Sent down the full length of the ice. Cherries down towards the near side. Looking for a passing lane, if any. Sends it back behind his own net. Here's Shalissa throwing this one down the full 200. Crooks stops at his own blue line. Looking to pop this one down the near side. Skiz with a nice shot. Cherries there, turns this one away. Goes over to the hands of Crooks. Crooks along the top side red line. Shot down into the near side corner of the Minneapolis zone. Cherries goes off C-Man. C-Man driving on the near side boards. Looks to pull this one off. Hits the side of the cage on that shot attempt. Skiz shoots. Nice save by Shalissa. I don't know how they kept the ice in their veins, but they did just that as they swatted away with a backhand. Shot, nice stop by C-Man, looking for that deflection goal, but not quite able to get enough of it. Skiz shooting over to Crooks, shoots, scores! What a one-timer on the ball. Beautiful vision by Skiztastic and a beautiful finish by Crooks off the tip of the stick into the back of the twine with 4:17 remaining. It's tied. C-Man driving on, hits this one off. Shalissa down to the near side. Skiztastic battling for the right to have the puck. Cherries takes this one over to Shalissa. Topside pass, Cameron down the full 200. Crooks back over to Skiz. Skiz off the back end, looking to take this one towards the top side of the ice. Throws this one against the grain over to C-Man. C-Man driving on, throwing this one over to Crooks. Crooks down in the corner, battling for the puck. Back out to the point. Skiztastic driving on. Forehand shot denied by Cherry's stick check. He'll throw this one out the full 200. 3-minute 48 remaining in regulation. Here's Crooks. Up against C-Man, or Cameron. Cameron trying to get this stick check to work. As he takes possession back to his own defensive end, tries to fake out Skiz, sends down the near side. Here's Shalissa, dangles, hits up Skiz at the red line. Skiz off the backhand, looking for the shot attempt, goes off Shalissa, back out to the neutral zone. Shalissa not being denied on the defensive end, able to take that one away. C-Man shooting off the near side of the cage and wide. Back over to Skiz. Skiz shooting, gets this one down low to C-Man. C-Man keeping the cycle going, finds Crooks. Crooks over to Skiz, off the tip of the stick, not able to get a shot off with that amount of contact. Cherries off the back end, throws this one loose. Shot by Skiz, and he scores! It's 5-4 now! What an absolute ripper to get the hat trick from his own side of the red line. And it hit its mark in the most devastatingly way possible for the Minneapolis Marauders. 3:12 remain here in third, and we play on. Crooks down to Skiz. Skiz here off the back end. Pass over to Crooks. Crooks here off the back end. Shooting over the netting. What a save by Shalissa. Keeps that one by the wayside and her team in the game. Crooks with a shot. Shalissa there to direct this one down to the near side off the forehand backhand. Takes this one towards the top side of the ice. Looking for that forehand rip out of the zone. Slides off the stick. Unfortunately, Crooks keeping this one alive for the Typhoons down low in the offensive zone. Shalissa battling for the puck. Crooks doing rightfully so by his own team. Crooks taking this one back towards C-Man. Cameron just trying to drive on. Shooting, scoring! C-Man gets it right through the defense. And like Moses parting the Red Sea, C-Man splits the defense of the Marauders. Goes through all 3 bodies. And that one finds its way promptly into the back of the netting. 4-6 the score. 2:30 remaining. Halfway through this third period of action, and Ocean City has not let off the gas yet. They dump it down. Skiztastic, the first man to get to this one. Back in the defensive end of Minneapolis. Skiz with a shot. Nice save by Shalissa. Shalissa, top side. Trying to get this one through. Goes off Skiztastic. Shooting, scoring. Seaman from the neutral zone. And that's goal number 7 for the Ocean City Typhoons. Rip it, and send it home. The difference is now 3. Crooks off the forehand over to Seaman. Seaman off the top side finds a feed over to Skiz. Skiz goes off the forehand trying to take possession, but hits it a little bit too rampantly. This one goes over to Cherries, finding its way neutral zone. Shot by, I believe that was Crooks in the neutral zone. Skiz, Seaman out of the red line. Pass over to Crooks. Saucer shooting, scoring. What a shot by Crooks, and that's goal number 8. And the difference has grown to a point where you just don't think Minneapolis can come back now. Beautiful way to make the hat trick work by Crooks. And with 1:57 remaining, the difference has grown to 4. Skiztastic over to Crooks. Seaman down the near side, off the backhand, fakes the shot, tries to get his stick back on the ice in time, but the game just wouldn't allow it. Skiz, forehand shot off the far side post, and that one is unregistered. Cherries off Crooks. Crooks shooting, nice block by Cherries. Here's Shalissa in the top side corner, trying to pinch this one out the top side. Cameron punching this one down towards the netting, goes off Crooks, down the near side boards and out of his own defensive end. Shalissa banks this one off the glass, looking for Cherries, goes off Crooks over to Cameron. Cameron here from Minneapolis, shooting off the side of the cage, and that one remains scoreless. Shalissa tries to dangle his way down far side. Cherries with a shot, goes off to the near side. Skiztastic along the near side, trying to get this one out for the Typhoons. Cameron there trying to jam it up for Minneapolis. Off the side of the cage, goes off Crooks, off of Cherries. Crooks off Shalissa, shot saved. And Crooks just standing on his head, back in the crease, making sure that goal difference stays up to a 4. Cameron, empty net, shooting off the far side of the cage and wide on that impossible angle of a shot. 56 seconds remaining in the third, and the difference is still 4. Shot, scores! What a deflection by Seaman. Takes it off the dome and knows exactly where to put it. That looked like soccer. Birthed an amazing goal. I think it was just a goal stolen, but I'm me, you're you, and we each get to make our inferences. Crooks shooting off of Shalissa down to the near side off the backhand. Pops this one over to Cherries. Cherries here looking to whip this one top side over to Shalissa. Shalissa, forehand, out of the zone. Hits the point. Nice shot by Seaman. Throws it over to Skiztastic with a shot, scoring. And that's goal number 10 for the Ocean City Typhoons. The difference has grown to double digits, and I didn't think that was going to happen. Coming out of the first 2 periods of action, a 1-goal difference is all that this story had wrote. The Ocean City Typhoons just capitalizing time and time again on these opportunities. And Minneapolis having to play a little bit more recklessly as they were down a few goals. They had to play with a little bit more tenacity in their game, and that opened them up defensively. And Typhoons just making the most of it. Nice shot by Shalissa, and that's a hat trick for the Minneapolis Marauders' very own. Beautiful feed by Cameron, and finds the stick of one of the most prominent goal scorers on the Marauders. And with 20 seconds remaining, that might be the final say in this game. Seaman, top side out of his own zone. Crooks in hot pursuit of this one, trying to pull this one back as Shalissa. Skiztastic with the takeaway, shooting, scoring, and that's a beautiful shot on a very difficult angle with 7 seconds remaining. And, yeah, right from the face-off dot along the boards. And can't get much closer than that. I mean, of course you can, but, you know, I've only seen the likes of Rodeo do that. That's going to do it for the third and final period of action. 3-11, the final score here tonight. The goal scorers, of course, are Shalissa with 3, Cherries with 1, Cameron with 1, and then for the Ocean City Typhoons, Skiztastic had 5 on his 12 shots, Seaman 3 on his 4 shots, and then Crooks had 3 goals on his 5. Pretty deciding factor in that third period of action. Up until that point, very even, very smooth sailing from both sides of the ice, but we all know the end result. And it's unfortunate for Minneapolis. Ocean City tied for second now in the Challenger standings here in SPL's 4th season. And we'll move on through the night. We got 2 more matchups, both of them from the professional division, both of them involving the Ontario Outliers in some form or facet. So don't go anywhere. We got more Slapshot coming up here at 9 o'clock. You got about 10 minutes to burn until the drop of the puck, 5 minutes until the start of the pregame. Go do what you want. I'm not your dad. I'm not going to hold you here, but we'll be back on the SPL Network. We shall return.